this is Preston from InBroadcast, and with me today is John Naylor from PESA, who's going to tell us a little bit about some of the show highlights for IBC 2015 from the company.
Thanks for that. So really, we've got three things that we'd like to talk about at IBC this year. On our core business side, our routers, we've opened them up to IP with a high-density IP input-output solution. That basically means that people can adapt to the world of IP without having to go the whole hog and adopt. Also, we've got multi-viewer technology now available in our routers. I'm really glad to get that one checked off the list. And the things that has enabled this, enable us to do it so fast, is OpenGear as a platform. Our IP encoders and decoders are OpenGear cards that allow very high-dense solutions, such as we can get 20 IP channels into one 2-rack unit rack, and that only consumes 450 watts. I think it's probably the highest density 3 gig H.264 encoder decoder solution on the market today. And that's where we put our multi-viewer cards as well, so that we can take as many taps off the router as you want and present them as multi-viewer tiles. Moving on to the other streaming part of our business. If you look behind me, I'm going to do a demo now. We've worked really hard on eliminating or reducing the latency of our H.264 encoders. So when I move my hand, you're going to see a ghost, and that's the latency between for a full encode decode hop. What you're looking at there is an overlay of the real-time signal off the camera live, and then the single hop encode decode. And we've measured it out at 205 milliseconds in the lab, and that's, it means that it's really usable for live TV contribution, and because our products are both encoders and decoders, with just a pair of them you can make a bidirectional link across the internet. Other things we've got to show here, some proud integrations with TriCaster. We have made a 32 by 32 router. It's imaginatively titled the R3232 from PESA, some Alabama literalism there. And that integrates with TriCaster so that a TriCaster user can control the cross points directly from TriCaster's native UI. If they want to bring a router source into, say, channel 2, they just right-click on channel 2 and all the sources appear. They just select the one they want and it's done. And the benefit that brings them is that now they've got 32 inputs rather than the 4 or the 8 that a TriCaster would normally give them. And the benefits they also get is it's a PESA. They're getting our enterprise class know-how at a very attractive price points, integrating with TriCaster. But the integration I'm most excited about is one that's absolutely unique in the world. NewTek have added support for our C22 product, which is our dual-channel encoder-decoder, and they've created the ability to use it as a web publishing platform or a web publishing encoding offload engine for TriCaster. And what happens there is the TriCaster recognizes that it has one of these on its own network. The user has connected the SDI out of TriCaster and into the C22, and then when they press the stream button, instead of spooling up TriCaster's internal encoder, it offloads the job to the external box. And that just leaves a whole load CPU left to make TriCaster run a little bit more smoothly, and it eliminates a single point of failure in the production. If heaven forbid, if the TriCaster fails, then the failover video on one of the inputs will go right through to the outputs, and you'll still have a signal being encoded and delivered to air. So I think that's the summary of what we've got new here at IBC.
John, that's great. Thank you very much for talking to me.
Welcome.